Hey folks, now's the time we replace our solar update with our new feature, Camping California Cheap. Let's see how we're doing so far. So there's a couple things that we have in play here, and the biggest factor that's going to make this a little squirrely to understand is that we have paid for a 1,000 Trails membership to camp through California. So that was a $566 payment to get a membership so that we can stay in their campgrounds for 2 weeks at a time. Then we have to spend a week out of the system and we travel a little bit, and then we come back in and stay in another park for 2 weeks. For instance, we stayed at a park in Nevada that was still in the same system for 2 weeks. And then we camped in the desert between Vegas and Los Angeles before we showed up to the campground that we're in now. And that's kind of the rhythm that we're going to take for the most part as we go up the Pacific coast. But it's going to make the numbers look a little squirrely because it's a $566 payment. And so far we've used it for 21 nights. We've had 2 weeks in Vegas and 1 week in California. So that comes out to about just a titch under $27 a night, dividing that $566 membership payment over 21 nights. Now, obviously, as we use this more and more and more, this number is going to keep coming down. And I think you'll get a little bit of a notion in this video of how we're going to camp California cheap. So I take that figure of roughly $27 per night, a little less, that we've paid so far in camping. I multiplied that times the 7 nights that we've stayed in California, and that comes out to $188.67. I also need to add on $24 for the 4 nights that we stayed in Owl Canyon in California between Vegas and Los Angeles. So I total those two together and I'm up to, let's round it up to $213. We divide that over 11 nights and we're still only at $19.33 per night for our stay in California. And this is probably only going to get better as we go along. Now we'll have a few little things here that'll bump it up. So I think that'll give you a little bit of a picture of how we are going to camp California cheap. And this 1,000 Trails membership is a big part of it. So you'll probably hear me complain a little bit about it for the next few months, next several months, but that's why we're doing it, is because with that paid membership, we are really getting a good per night value. And it's hard to find places here that are under 30-40 bucks a night. The cheap ones are like $35 a night, and that multiplied over 365 days a year, that adds up really quick. So that's not usually what we do. But that's the start of the How We Camp California Cheap update. See you next week.